All right, everyone. Welcome to another pick episode for the Illegal Use Fans Hands to the Face YouTube channel. Hayden obviously is not here. He is in LA and he's unable to record. So I got my picks. I got his picks. We're going to go over these games and talk about them for a little bit. First game, Thursday Night Football, the game that Hayden is at in LA. Kansas City Chiefs at the Chargers. I'm taking the Chiefs. Hayden's taking the Chargers in an upset. KC, they've been rolling as of late. The Chargers, they've already got one up over KC. Don't know if they'll be able to do it again, but they got home field advantage. Not that the Chargers really do have much of a home field advantage. I don't know how they'll take advantage of it. I mean, they got Hayden in the house rooting for him, so maybe that'll do something for him. First of the Saturday games, Las Vegas Raiders at Cleveland Browns. I'm taking the Raiders. Hayden's taking the Browns in an upset. The Browns are a dicey pick here, for me at least. They have COVID running rampant through that building, and not a lot of guys are going to be able to play on Saturday. I think even with how beat up and on a skid the Raiders are, they'll still be able to pull out a win against the Browns with Case Keenum at the helm and a bunch of other backups having to pick up the slack. And then the second of the Saturday games, New England Patriots at Indianapolis Colts. I'm locking the Patriots. Hayden is picking the Patriots as an upset. Each team is built the same-ish way of like good managing QB play with a hard-nosed run game that can just run the ball down your throat, and it's run teams in a dome, so you're not going to have to deal with the elements, and they might throw the ball a little bit more. New England has the coaching edge. Indy has the home field advantage. I'm taking coaching over the home field advantage, so give me New England. Now we move to the Sunday slate. We got the Tennessee Titans at the Pittsburgh Steelers. I'm taking the Titans. Hayden's taking the Steelers in an upset. The Titans, they've been not good as of late, or not as good as they should be playing. I understand they have injuries and they don't have a lot of key guys, and the Steelers have been getting hot. But I refuse to pick the Steelers. The Steelers are not a good team. They don't deserve my pick, so I'm not giving it to them. The Carolina Panthers at the Buffalo Bills. Both of us are taking the Bills. The Panthers are not good. I mean, Matt Rule just doing everything he can to make that team look worse or perform worse. So, against a Bills team that almost beat the defending champs, yeah, give us our Bills. Washington football team at the Philadelphia Eagles. I'm taking the football team in an upset. Hayden is taking the Eagles, and I don't blame him for going with the Eagles here. I need an upset. The Eagles have been rolling pretty well against the teams they've been playing against. The football team, not so much. I mean, Hayden said that he gave the football team their chance last week, and they didn't take advantage of it, so he's not giving them another one, but I'm a firm believer in second, third, fourth, fifth, sixth chances. So, yeah, well, why not? And now my game of the week, the Houston Texans at the Jacksonville Jaguars. Both of us are taking the Jags. They have something to play for now. Urban isn't there. You could really stick it to him with a win this week, even if it's against the Texans. Just show him that like he was the problem. I think not just the players, but everyone on that coaching staff wants to do that, especially with how he treated them. Dallas Cowboys at the Giants. Both of us are taking the Cowboys. The Giants are not good. They're going to have Mike Glennon starting the game. Like, that's all I really have to say about that one to really elaborate on it. Arizona Cardinals at Detroit Lions. Both of us are taking the Cardinals. Again, same thing with the Dallas game. Don't really need to elaborate on this one. It's a good team playing a bad team. The good team should win. New York Jets at Miami Dolphins. We're both taking the Dolphins. The Dolphins getting hot. They are getting hot. They need to be able to win games down the stretch to stay in the playoff race. They got something to play for. I don't think they're going to be lackadaisical here and let the Jets win this one, pull it out from underneath their feet, because if they lose this one, they're kind of done. But they're nipping at the heels of the Bills to get that wild card spot, that last wild card spot in the AFC. So I don't think they're going to go into this one just thinking they have a win. They're going to try to dominate and steamroll the Jets. Cincinnati Bengals at Denver Broncos. Both of us are picking the Bengals in an upset. I mean, the Broncos are such a weird team. Like, I keep in my head thinking that they're bad, when in actuality their record is like they have a winning record, which doesn't even sound right. Like, thinking of that, it doesn't sound right. They should have a losing record in my head. That streak that they went on at the start of the season played a big part in that. But now they're playing the Bengals, who Joe Burrow got his finger messed up, and now they haven't been too hot. Granted, that Jamar Chase connection in him is back and alive now. I mean, the 2 touchdowns that they had last week were wild. So I won't blame anyone if they take the Broncos here. I mean, the Broncos are favorited, but the Broncos just seem like they should be like eliminated at this point, or like on the verge of being eliminated, with how bad their losses have been and how forgettable their wins have been as well. Atlanta Falcons at the San Francisco 49ers. Both of us are taking San Fran. The Niners have just been really good down the stretch, especially in these last 2-ish months. They've been really good. The Falcons have not. I did, like, without hesitating, write San Fran in for the win. And then I started thinking, Cordero Patterson on, like, San Fran's offense would be pretty cool. And then I remembered, they have a younger Cordero Patterson and Deebo Samuel on that team. So they don't even need to worry about picking him up or making an attempt to get him in free agency, even though if they did, it would be awesome. Seattle Seahawks at LA Rams. Both of us are taking the Rams. I mean, it's a divisional game. Divisional games are weird. The Seahawks can win it. I mean, they've won games that they shouldn't. Like, down the stretch, they've had games where you need to win this one or you're eliminated. Like, your season's over. And they've lost all those games that we've been like, all right, you got one more week to save your season. They've lost all of them. And then they'll play a ridiculously good team, example, a team like the Rams, and win when they shouldn't. Or not when they shouldn't, but when they're not supposed to. Like, your season's done. Like, give up. I could see them beating them and giving themselves some more false hope in beating the Rams. But we're both taking the Rams to win this one. Wouldn't surprise me, though, if the Seahawks win it. Green Bay at Baltimore. Both of us are taking Green Bay. Hayden is locking Green Bay. The Lamar Jackson injury iffiness is what's making me hesitant to pick Baltimore. I really do want the Ravens to win this one. This seems like it'd be a great game for Sunday Night Football, but instead they had to put a way crappier game. Saints at Bucks. In the Sunday night slot. Both of us are taking the Bucks in that one. Taysom Hill gives them a chance. If this was Trevor Siemian, I'd give them no chance, but Taysom gives them a chance, so I'm not going to count the Saints fully out, but the Bucks are going to win this one. And then the Monday night thriller, Vikings at Bears in Chicago. Oh, Vikings at Bears in Chicago. No. Vikings at Bears. Hayden's taking the Vikings. I'm taking the Bears. I had to take the Vikings out of spite last week because it was stuck between Pittsburgh and them. And I'm not going to pick them again. I really want the Bears to do something. I really, really want the Bears to do something. And they have potential to. Justin Fields does a lot of good stuff. And he's been getting better every game that he plays in. He reminds me so much of, like, rookie season Josh Allen. It's just that injury that he had really, like, is throwing him, like, just out of the way, and no one's talking about him at all. But he's shown constant improvement week to week. Very impressive. And he's going like toe to toe with some great offenses and being able to keep up with it. It's just the head coach is holding him back so much. And I think once Matt Nagy is out of there at the end of the season, hopefully, Justin Fields will show leaps and bounds of improvement and show that he is the first franchise quarterback the Bears have had since, I don't even want to count Jay Cutler. I don't want to count Rex Grossman. I don't want to count McMahon. Bobby Douglas, and he doesn't count either. The first ever Bears franchise quarterback, Justin Fields. Yeah. That's going to conclude this one. I mean, what's going to make me seem stupid or think that I'm stupid? Probably me putting way too much faith in Joe Burrow to like not have the injury hamper him and thinking that the Broncos are way worse than they are. And Hayden, I believe, said that his stupidest thing might be the Seahawks at Rams game. The Seahawks just pulling off another stunner in an upset because they're stupid. All right, I think we're going to cut this here.